From the 33, here's a second down and 6. Stroud off the play fake. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Jackson going to change things up a bit. A handoff from Mitchell running left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Jackson. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Corral him, he fights through, and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Stroud. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Play action. Here's Stroud. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, it's complete. Well, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A 2nd down pass play down, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. As Stroud now to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time this far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On second down, Jackson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. To throw is Jackson. Off play action. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there on first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's second and 3. To throw again is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll change things up. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Tucker with an extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Texans 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. That is caught. There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, Graham. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down and 3. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run on 1st down. Graham. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Graham, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Hard throw, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Again, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly get a little bit too greedy right there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Stroud working out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The throw over the middle taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Cowboy 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Here goes Stroud again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They go again with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 8 yards out. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
This defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Up the middle they go. Graham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. On first down, Graham. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Graham, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And Allen's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. That'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 39. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now is 2nd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this coaching staff